The Delta Downs Insider. Sponsored by the LQHBA, supporting quarter horse racing in Louisiana.
It's just a cool Breeze Champions Passage and Jethro Almighty on the outside. They hit the line together.
Hello, I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com, and welcome to the very first episode of the Delta Downs Insider, brought to you by the Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Association. On this show, it's a weekly show, and we'll be previewing as well as recapping the stakes action throughout the entire 2012 quarter horse meet at Delta Downs. Let's get started. This opening week stakes action has the John Alleman Memorial as well as the Delta Dash going 250 yards for 3-year-olds and up. We're very proud at StallionEsearch.com to bring to you the Delta Downs Insider.
The Insider Race Preview.
The first race to preview for the upcoming weekend comes in the form of Saturday's Restricted Grade 3 John Alleman Memorial. To start the analysis, we'll look back at last year's John Alleman Memorial, and we'll find 3 starters in this year's running of the Restricted Grade 3 event, including the eventual winner of the race, He's a Gonna Dash, who was battling along the rail with jockey Alfonso Lujan aboard, against the eventual second place winner, Super Quick Dash, who is also entered in this year's edition. That race dates back 1 year and 11 days to Saturday's race, and as you can see in the past performance for this Barbara Alcantara trainee, the 5-year-old He's a Fast Dash gelding has been steadily dropping off in performances in his last 4 starts. So that has me looking for a now horse, which I think I find in Taylor's Toastin' Papa, who comes out of the Kevin Broussard barn and is on a 3-race win streak, with his most recent start coming in the $50,000 Mr. Jess Perry Stakes at Louisiana Downs in late February. Here he is breaking from the 7th path under jockey Donald Watson, with the familiar name of He's a Gonna Dash being to his extreme outside in the race. The 5-year-old Toasted Dash stud rallied in the final 50 yards to overtake the leader to clinch victory in the 350-yard event. Even though it was his very first stakes race win in his career, he still is my choice for the Delta Downs Insider top pick. Now on to Sunday's stake race, the $20,000 Delta Dash going 250 yards for 3-year-olds and up. I want to highlight Isa Western, who I assume will be the morning line favorite in the race. He is coming off of a win in the Swift Stakes last time out at Louisiana Downs in late January. This 7-year-old Isa Special gelding is steadily improving in his last 3 starts and seems to love the distance. Here you will see him grinding it out in the middle of the race course in his last out to eventually cross the wire in front by a neck to win. And therefore, Isa Special is my Delta Insider top pick in the Delta Dash. And that's the Insider Race Preview for this week.
Hey, we'll be right back after these words from the LQHBA.
Did you know that the LQHBA is the #1 state-bred program for quarter horses in the U.S.? With 4 major racetracks in the state running a minimum of 148 quarter horse racing days per year. Did you know that in 2011, there was over $21 million in purse money for quarter horses paid out? And over $4 million in Breeders' Awards paid to mare owners, and $344,000 annually in Stallion Awards. Did you know that in 2012, there are multiple 6-figure state-bred futurities, and that the LQHBA Futurity Final in 2012 has a purse that is a guaranteed $1 million? What you'll find in Louisiana quarter horse racing is faster horses that are running for more money and more race dates to run at. Race, buy, and breed your quarter horses in Louisiana.
The Delta Downs Quarter Horse Meet has been and continues to be a staple in the racing community here in Louisiana. And the top level of competition here at Delta Downs speaks for itself. But to hear me say it does not justify the magnitude that Louisiana quarter horse racing has on the national picture itself. I had a chance to talk to some of the top horsemen here at Delta Downs and get their take on what does this meet mean to the horsemen that run here week in and week out in Louisiana, as well as just how competitive is the racing here at Delta Downs.
Well, we're about to embark at our meet here at Delta Downs during the summer, and it's our most lucrative meet for the Louisiana bred program, and it's even more lucrative for the open breds, the non-Louisiana breds. It's a good place for a lot of the people from Texas come this direction to participate in racing. They do have a strong Louisiana bred program where the breeders can yield great return on the progeny that they've raised, and so we really look forward to this because by the end of the year it can prove to be very lucrative.
Well, the Delta meet is one of our biggest meet that we have in the state of Louisiana. We run for good money, and all the majority of the trainers, owners, and jockeys, we all look up for this meet, and we're hoping that we have a super meet over here at Delta this year.
Well, I think the level of competition is very, very strong. You know, if you look at the past year's history, you've got horses. Jet Black Patriot goes out there and runs second. All-American Futurity that stole his winner. And next year, the fastest qualifier, JLS Mr. Big Time, came from here. Went out there and set the fastest time to All-American. Just barely gets beat a nose. So I think it's tough racing everywhere. But I think that the horses here, there's a lot of really good trainers here, a lot of really good horses, good jockeys. I think that they can stack up as good as anywhere. There might not be as much media outlet or as much media promotion, but I think that a lot of people would be surprised if they show over here and try to win races. It's a pretty tough place to win races.
The Delta Downs Insider Stallion Spotlight.
Since this is the preview episode of the Delta Insider, there is not a stakes winner from last week to spotlight, so instead let's go to stallionesearch.com and look up the leading sires list for 2012 thus far. And falling strongly in the third spot on that list is Louisiana-based stallion He's a Fast Dash. He's a 14-year-old son of He's a Fast Man out of the legendary broodmare First Prize Dash. She is a full sister to First Down Dash and has a laundry list of tremendous runners to her credit, including 4 Grade 1 winners. He's a Fast Dash is Grade 2 placed and is currently the #1 leading sire in Louisiana. And he is also the 3rd leading sire of Money Earners in 2012 in the entire nation, as well as being the sire of top 2-year-old Interesting Man, who has earned over $100,000 already this year. You can view the member stallion page of He's a Fast Dash at stallionesearch.com.
Alrighty, that's our first episode of the Delta Downs Insider. Be sure to check back with us every week as we will be posting a new episode every Tuesday. It runs throughout the entire week. And be sure to check back with us. If you can't be at the racetrack there at Delta Downs, be sure to go on to aqha.com/racing and click on the tab that says Q Racing Videos. You can watch all the live racing at Delta Downs as well as all the replays on Q Racing Videos. I'm Greg Thompson of stallionesearch.com. We'll see you next week.